Get ready. You're now tuned into the Fight God Show.
It's the Fight Gods. This ain't your normal. Fight hard. This ain't for mortals. Talking boxing, wrestling, and UFC, BKFC, MMA, and WWE. Fight Gods. This ain't your normal. Fight hard. This ain't for mortals. Boxing, wrestling, and UFC, MMA, BKFC, and WWE. If it's a fight, gloves on, fist tape to bare knuckles. The gloves come off when we break down the scuffle. The place to be when you looking for a rumble. We see legacies made and watch foundations crumble. Beat them clean. I ain't the one to mess with. I snap on the beat like I check the leg kick. Prodigies, who gon' be the next pick? Show the whole world something they can be impressed with. Fight Gods. This ain't your normal. Fight hard. This ain't for mortals. Talking boxing, wrestling, and UFC, BKFC, MMA, and WWE. Fight Gods. This ain't your normal. Fight hard. This ain't for mortals. Boxing, wrestling, and UFC, MMA, BKFC, and WWE.
Yo, what up, everybody? Willie G in the building. I'm here with that ninja Nico, fresh off his win, amateur debut, kick some ass, fuck the dude up. Really, I feel like you won by TKO, but on the record books it says it's a submission. But I'm pretty sure after you hit that dude in the body, he was ready to quit.
Yeah,
but
he folded up. He folded up at the knee.
Folded, man. So what's up with you, bro? How you feeling?
Cool, bro. I'm feeling good. Like you said, tail end of that fight. I'm just ready for the next one. I am heading out to St. Louis in 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I'm gonna train with Julius for a week, and then I think he's gonna come back out to Long Island. We'll train together a little bit out this way, and then I go back with him to St. Louis again. So I have 3 weeks out of this next camp with Julius and his crew, training with some killers. So I'm just gearing up for that. Kind of babying, nursing my thumb a little bit. Hyperextended it. Looking for that like a Tony Ferguson ankle pick. I don't know if I shot you any of the footage of some of my like practice spars and shit leading up to it, but I was doing like I step deep. I'll switch to southpaw and step deep, and I'll catch inside of the ankle. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
One of the times I'm going for it, my thumb caught the mat and it bent backwards. So I've just been kind of tending to that a little bit.
Shit, man. Sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know it's part of the game, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, Ben, the Stash Doucette, is not with us tonight. He's not feeling good. Thought he was going to pop in for a little while. Unfortunately, he's not. But look, man, I'm going to go through some old show footage. I got to find something with you talking trash about Anthony Smith, and I'm going to send that to him before you go out to train with Julius.
Oh, no.
There's got to be something. There's got to be something.
It's all good. It's all good. I think Anthony Smith is actually in Nebraska anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
You've been pushing papers recently.
Okay. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. So yeah, man. Besides that, Nico's over there kicking ass, chasing his dreams, going after fighting. I don't know if anybody's actually seeing this live right now because Facebook kind of switched things up and they're not playing nice with StreamYard. So if nobody's live, cool. You can check this out on a loop on Facebook. I'm good with that. But yeah, some things happened and it's different. But Nico, so a few weeks back, maybe more than a few weeks, about 4 weeks back, I added to my collection for my desk the greatest heel in television history. I'm talking sitcoms, the best bad guy ever. Who is it, Nico? He only was on one episode of a show.
Best bad guy sitcom history.
Ever. Come on, Nico. Best ever, man. They discuss him in one episode and they show him in the other. And he's the greatest, man.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Come on, Nico.
That's too tough, man. I don't know. And it's like, now that you go best ever, I can't even think of a fucking villain inside of
Inside of a
I
sitcom?
immediately go to cartoons. I'm like Roger Klutz.
No. He was only in one episode of one sitcom. Greatest heel, man. The best.
Black or white sitcom?
I'd say more white than black, but I mean, there's black people in the sitcom.
I don't know.
All right, Nico, you ready?
Yeah.
You ready to see it in all its glory? Bam.
What is this, man? I can't make it out. I'm on my cell phone. My eyes are shit.
This is Golden Face.
Golden Face.
Arch rival of Michael Starn.
Michael Starn.
Yeah, bro. The fucking greatest. You know that's one of my favorite episodes ever. And it's the special edition. My kids got this for me for my birthday. And they got me this cool ass case for it.
That's
fucking
awesome,
classic, man. I love that episode. I wish they like actually made like the full movie. I would have loved to have watched it.
I have such a hard time choosing like my favorite episode of The Office. I'll always wind up choosing cold opens.
Yeah.
But never an episode.
I think I've told you what my favorite episode. My number one favorite episode is definitely I think it's called The Dojo, when Michael goes to the dojo and fights his wife on his lunch break. Oh, it's so good, man. But there's a couple other episodes that I love also, but I think that's probably number one for me, man. I don't know. If I'm having a bad day and I need to watch it.
Cold open is when they're passing around the football and Dwight takes out Creed and Stanley. It's my favorite shit ever, bro. Watching Stanley go down. It's hilarious, man. It makes me cry, bro.
Dwight always takes everything too far, man.
Kevin dropping the chili is awesome.
Oh, man, the chili is fucking fantastic. I love also when Michael burns his foot on the foreman.
Oh,
that's a great episode.
Yes, dude. That is a great cold open. Amazing. Like the concussion. So good, man. So good.
Was it a cold open when Michael ran over Meredith?
Yes.
It was, right? Yeah, that was good too. That was pretty good stuff, man. But yeah, man. So I saw some things right before we went on the air. I don't know what's going on, but people getting injured left and right, which I thought was kind of crazy. Derek Brunson, they're saying they don't know what the hell's wrong with him, but he's out of that fight against Jack Hermanson. That kind of sucks. Especially when I think was this supposed to be his last fight?
Who,
maybe
Brunson?
Not. Yeah, I know he's like getting close to the end, man. Maybe this wasn't gonna be his last.
The Golden Lord up out of there, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he said something the other day too. He's like, "This is Blonde Brunson. You guys better watch out for me." But yeah, he's out of that fight.
He has been fucking people up with that platinum hair, man.
For the most part, yeah. But now Roman Dolidze, I don't know a lot about him, but he's I think he's like 10-1 or something. He's gonna fight Jack Hermanson, so maybe that'll be a coming out party for him. And then also today too, what's his name? Oh, Brandon Royval. He pulled out of his fight for fight night 216. Yeah, he's got a broken wrist.
No.
Yep. But bigger news than yeah, for real. Me too. But hey, bigger news than either of those that Cain Velasquez is out on bail and he's gonna wrestle for AAA in Arizona. Fuck yeah. I know, man. I'm happy about that one too, bro.
So they posted his bail. Does he have another hearing? Like he could potentially go back, or you think he's out?
I mean, he's out on bail. I mean, I don't know, but he had to go before a judge, I guess, today, and the judge ruled that they would let him go back to Arizona to do the wrestling show to make some money while he's out. So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that, man. But also, I just saw actually what's his name? Curtis Blades just posted a thing. He said, "Not sure how legit this is, but if the fight happens, I'll be ready for 5 rounds of war."
He's supposed to take Jones's place, right?
Yeah. Well, no, they're saying that the UFC is trying to put on Ngannou versus Jones for March 4th in Las Vegas, and if Ngannou isn't ready by then it'll be Jones versus Curtis Blades.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I'm like, woo.
Jones comes back. I'm cool with him fighting either one, and I'm cool with it being for the belt.
Yeah. Well, man, just that.
And what's Ngannou's last fight, man?
I mean, it's been a while, bro. I mean, he fought against. Yeah. Fucked his knee up, but
like a baby right now, man. He is. He's coming off like a baby. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, and he's mad about money and all the other shit, man. And yeah, I don't know what's up with him, man. I mean, you can't blame the dude for wanting more money, but you signed a contract, finished the contract out, and say, "Hey, I want more money now." You know what I mean?
You know my thought, bro. You know how I am. You signed the contract. The contract is the contract. Yes, you're outperforming the contract, but that's why you get to renegotiate after it's all said and done.
Right. Win your fights, look good.
Win your fights, Win your last fight with the title.
Yeah. And then they don't really have a choice.
Get your pay-per-view numbers up. Sell yourself.
Yeah.
You got a job outside of fighting, man. You do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. You got to be a promoter, man. So they're saying that it's looking like I think it's January. Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny, UFC 283. It's the same event as part 4 of Moreno versus Figueiredo. Man, if I'm a welterweight, Neil Magny's the one guy I don't fight because he makes like these great fighters look like shit. He just does that. He's the one guy I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, man. I agree with you. He's been so consistent, that but it's so strange to me how he's stayed out of the title picture.
Yeah.
Well, a win right here for him definitely puts him in that perspective, though.
Absolutely. I agree with you, man.
Burns is kind of the gatekeeper of that division right now. He
really is, man. It's kind of wild. I mean, he beat Lawler. He's beat some fucking top-notch guys, but he needs that marquee victory. And I think that Gilbert Burns could give him that if he could beat Gilbert Burns. I don't know. That's a tough fight for both of them, really. Yeah. I mean, because I feel like Burns kind of fades after like 2 rounds. Magny, he stays tough for 15 rounds. I mean, just the way it is, We'll talk about that fight as it gets a little bit closer. But another thing is, what do you think about Khamzat Chimaev calling out Alex Pereira, saying he wants a title shot, man? And especially with Dana White saying that he wasn't going to let Khamzat fight at welterweight again.
I think that he has the qualities that are needed in order to defeat Alex.
Yeah.
That wrestling is a motherfucker.
Yeah, it is.
Really is. Alex looked fucking huge though, man.
He is. He's really big.
He looked massive, bro.
I think that Alex honestly looks bigger than Yuri. I do. I think he's a bigger dude than him. Like naturally, just let's say they don't cut weight for a year each. I think he comes there a lot bigger than Proshka, man. And here's my hot take. I'll go ahead and give it to you now, Nico. I think Chimaev could beat Yuri. I think he'd have an easier time with Yuri than he would with Alex, man. I really do.
Think so?
Yeah. I think he measures up with him nicer. I mean, I think that he probably could beat Alex, but I wouldn't be like he's going to whip Alex's ass. I think he would whip Yuri's ass. Yuri showed last fight, man, like it's just so sloppy, man, on the ground and stuff. It's just
That's true.
What's up, bro? Not sure who it is, but hey, what's up? We are here in the building. What's up, bro? Let us know who you are.
I'm operating off my phone tonight, so I can't see who it is.
Yeah. Somebody said, "What's up, fellas?" Oh, it's probably Fonz. Fonz, what's up, bro? I bet you it's Fonz. But yeah, man, I think he could beat Yuri, man. I don't know why. I was thinking about it earlier. I'm like, motherfucker, he could really go up to 205 and win the title if they actually gave him a title shot. I'm not saying he could beat everybody at 205, but I think he could beat the champ.
That'd be wild, man.
What's that?
You do it at 185 and then 205. That's some wild shit, man.
It would be, man. It really would be. But yeah, man. I mean, what do you think of everything going on with Alex right now? Do you think he fights Chimaev? Do you think he fights Adesanya again in an immediate rematch? Does he fight somebody else that we don't even, somebody else in the top 15?
The money fight is Adesanya again.
Right.
So if I'm him, I'm doing Adesanya again. I felt so bad for Izzy, man. I really wanted him to win that fight, but I'm telling you, the day before the fight, I got in the group chat with my homies. I told him I'm nervous for Izzy, man. He was talking like he was okay with losing already because he has lost twice. So just the way that he spoke, I didn't like it, man.
Yeah,
I didn't like it. He wasn't fighting like somebody like this is my last opportunity to fuck this guy. Like he's taking this away from me twice. That's not how he was speaking, bro.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
I hope he takes the Izzy rematch. I really do. Kamzat gotta go. I don't know. He got to do one before he gets a shot at Alex. If he got to do 185, he got to do somebody before that.
I think the best one. I think the best one for him to fight would probably be somebody like Sean Strickland, because I mean,
there you go.
Sean just comes out there kind of wild. I think that you beat Sean Strickland, but man, I'm telling you, like, you put that fight together. I don't care, Brazil. I would do it either in Brazil or Australia. But bro, if I was Dana and it's the promoter in me, I promoted a lot of wrestling shows in my lifetime. You get Kamzat fucking front row center, and just tell him, hey man, whoever wins, you get the fuck in the cage, and you let him know you're coming for the title. Do the face off, and you're selling both those fights then. Yeah. But then of course what would happen is fucking Izzy would win, and then they'd be like, no, we want a third fight with each other, and then you got like the odd man out. It seems like that happens quite a bit in MMA now. But I think I would though, because I think Kamzat could sell a fight against anybody. I think that he could be fighting a fucking janitor from a local high school, and he could sell the fight because he's such a maniac. And I think people just want to see this guy
as the main event.
Right, as the main event. I mean, and people will be like, I mean, he's so polar. Like, I know people say, oh, he's not Conor McGregor, but in a way he is Conor McGregor, and I'm going to explain to you why. Like, they say, oh, he's the next Conor McGregor. A lot of people don't like that comparison. It's not the fighting style. It's the fact that everybody either wants to see him get his ass whipped or win a fight. They want to see him one way or the other. A lot of these other fighters, people don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, a good example is Wonder Boy. I think the world of Wonder Boy. I want to see him fight, but not everybody loves the guy, and some people don't care if he fights or not. You know what I mean? When Kamzat fights, when Colby fights, when Conor fights, everybody either wants to see them win or lose. You're invested in that fight one way or the other. I fucking drank hot sauce on this exact show. Because I thought Conor would win.
Is in that realm a little bit.
He is a little bit less than those other guys, but yeah, I agree. I think Justin Gaethje, he's one of those guys like that. Even fucking Michael Chandler, like when he's gonna fight, people are like, oh, I want to see this dude fight. Some people, like I said, they want to see him get his ass kicked. Some people want to see him win. You notice Colby's been kind of quiet lately, though.
I have.
I don't know what's going on with that, man. But the most interesting thing,
because the real King of Cringe is back, man.
Oh yeah, is that what it is? Because of Henry, or?
Nah, man, it's Cejudo. Cejudo back in
town. That's what I said. Henry. Yeah. Okay, I got
Henry.
Yeah, that makes sense. The most interesting.
Be quiet too, Aljo. I can't get that off no more.
Aljo said that he thinks he could out wrestle Henry yesterday. Get the fuck out of here, man. You couldn't look. He couldn't.
He can't hold Henry's job.
Nah, he could not wrestle Henry's assistant coach.
Nah.
Fuck that, man. Now Aljo's good. He surprised me. Whatever. Now the smart one is not Sean Strickland. Sean O'Malley. He said that he was worried about fighting Henry. And of course he is, because he knows if he goes out there and fights Henry is going to get on top of him and have his way with him for as long as he wants to have his way with him. You know what I mean? You're not, unless he catches him with something like just fucking wild while they're standing, which he might have about 5 seconds to do. It's just gonna be a mauling. I don't blame Sean O'Malley for that statement. I wouldn't want to fight Cejudo either. You know, that dude is ridiculous. But the interesting thing that I saw today is that basically Leon Edwards is saying he wants to fight Masvidal. He said he has to fight him. He said he's got to get that. Basically, he's got to get that loss back because he feels like he lost something when he got smacked, you know, backstage, punched, whatever.
Sure. Absolutely.
He said he didn't care if it was inside the cage or in the street, that they've got unfinished business, which is wild because if Masvidal comes back off of 2 losses and gets another title shot, that'll just be wild, man.
This is WWE, man.
For real.
The storyline is everything.
Yeah.
Storyline is everything.
Yep. I know that Masvidal's probably kicking himself in the ass thinking, damn, why didn't I get that other Nate fight while he was still here? I could have had a win and then they'd give me a reason to have a title fight. You know?
No reason, bro. People can talk all the crazy shit they want as it's still gonna sell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
100%, man. But besides that, you know, I put it on there for the beginning. That the Power Ranger, Jason David Frank, he died. He took his life the other day, apparently on the 20th, 2 days ago.
Is that how he went?
Yeah.
I didn't read that, man.
Yeah, that's what they're reporting. I saw that on like CNBC or something like that. I didn't know that he had an MMA fight, but he had one MMA fight and won it.
Yep.
Yeah, so pretty sad, man.
Best Power Ranger, Green Power Ranger and White Power Ranger. He was the man.
Oh, he was both?
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow. You know, it's sad, man. Like, you know, if anybody listening, if you're having those kind of thoughts, call somebody, talk to somebody. I know that around the holidays and this time of year, people are depressed and stuff, but you know, you got to talk to somebody and work it out, man. It's never the right way to go out, I don't think. But you know, that's just me. But Nico, I know you've been keeping up with some WWE, huh?
Yeah, man, hell yeah.
Yeah. So what have you thought about it lately?
Triple H is doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, under Triple H's guidance.
Yeah, under his regime, it's been going quite well, I would say. I think the booking has been fantastic. I like the way the product is being presented. I like how diving back into the storylines and
yeah, I like how they've made Mustafa Ali the main jobber. That's always a good thing.
They have right now.
He is. Man, so before we get into the booking, before we get into the storylines and stuff, have you seen all the stuff where people are mad at Braun Strowman for talking shit about like he's basically talking shit about AEW being all like, he said like the flippy flopper wrestlers, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw that. I
mean, kind of a dumb thing to say when you have guys in your company that are kind of like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was definitely in poor taste. And then Ricochet said something about it the other night on the air.
Just talk about how good your match was with Omos, man. Don't drag nobody else. Try and shit on anybody else. Just be happy y'all had a good performance, man.
Hey, I will say they had a better match than like Bobby and Omos did. So
they did for sure, 100%.
Even though it's kind of like a freak show match, it was still decent.
Yep.
you know. But yeah, so we got Survivor Series coming this weekend. It's kind of weird. I thought in the build up for this, now I know that we're doing war games for the two main matches, the women's and the men's are having war games. I thought there would at least be one traditional Survivor Series match, and I thought it would be the Judgment Day versus the Club. But instead they did it as a singles match with AJ versus Finn Balor. You think they're just doing that because of time restraints? Because those matches usually take close to an hour?
Maybe that's what's happening.
Because the War Games matches usually take like an hour. And like a Survivor Series match would at least be 30 minutes. I mean, it'd be kind of tough. I'm surprised they were doing 2 War Games matches even. But
is the War Games match where is whoever gets pinned is out?
I'm not sure. I know the old style way that it was basically one person had to quit and your team loses.
All right. Well, if it's like that, then I agree with what you're saying. With it should be Judgment Day and OC, but if they're gonna do single eliminations, then it's basically the same shit, just inside of the cage with 2 rings.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know, man. It's kind of weird. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up real quick and see if the rules are on their Wikipedia for it. Like I said, back in the day, only one person had to submit, and your team lost. Which, now if they're doing it that way, if they do it that way, I could tell you how I feel about it. I'll tell you when we get to it. But let's just go through the card, and then we'll get to that match or those matches. But what do you think, Finn Balor or AJ Styles, man?
This is gonna be their first time in a match, right?
Ever?
Have they done this?
It might be their first singles match. It's their first singles match in a long time, at least.
Well, either way, I'm excited to see it. I love both of these guys as performers. I would like to see AJ walk away with it. He is the original leader of this whole Bullet Club, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah, so I would like to see him walk away with this one.
Yeah.
It'd be a great match, though.
Yeah, it should be.
Phenomenal performance.
I'll go with AJ also, man. I mean, he's who did he lose to the other week on Raw? He lost to Priest. He lost to one of them. Oh, did he lose to Dominic? Yeah, he lost to Dominic. Remember, because he got nut shotted, or was that Finn that he wrestled that night? It was Dominic.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so too.
He was trying to get Damian to be in the match versus AJ, but AJ chose to fight Dominic instead.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I'll go with AJ to get one back for the good guys. So I guess probably I would say that's probably gonna be the first match of the night. I would guess the second match of the night would be well, I don't know, because you know how they're funny about it sometimes. Like when there's 2 Royal Rumbles, they'll do 1 Royal Rumble to start the show and 1 to end the show. So they might start the show with the women's War Games, but I'm not sure. Let's talk about Ronda Rousey and Shotzi. Do you think Shotzi has any chance at winning this match at all?
No chance in hell.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I thought about Liv Morgan. They let her go over twice, bro.
Yeah, that's
true.
Let her
go over twice.
Yeah, I like the fact that they let Shotzi have her.
Ronda didn't have no type of run at all as a champion.
Yeah, that's true. I like that they gave Shotzi her tank back, and they're kind of trying to push her. You could tell Triple H really has like a soft spot for her. But I think that Ronda should win this match and will win this match, or Shotzi might win by like a disqualification or something and prolong this feud a little bit till they find something else they want to do with Ronda. Real quick.
Got some shit up.
Yeah. Gee, what? Ronda, what? Say it again.
Ronda and Shayna got something cooking up right now.
Yeah, it looks like it, man. And yeah, that's true. I saw today that, and I don't know if you saw anything about this, but Brandy Rhodes, and I saw it right before we got on the air. Brandy Rhodes said that Cody looks like he's ready to come back now. She said that he looks phenomenal. He's been practicing. Like, she watched him, and you can't even tell that he's had any issue at all. She said his muscle mass on his leg is back, or is it his leg?
His pec.
His pec, yeah. She said the muscle mass is back the way that it was, that he's excelling in rehab, and that she thinks he could come back tomorrow and he'd be fine.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, I like to hear that, man, because he's got to win the Rumble this year,
in
my opinion.
Rumble this year.
Yep.
Or he has fucked out of the Rumble this year.
One or the other, man. One or the other, definitely. But look, there's
line of him taking back over.
Yeah, well, if they're saying he's ready already, man, you never know. He could make an appearance this weekend. Speaking of which, now they haven't announced it yet, but do you think that tomorrow, well, what's today? Tuesday. Do you think on Friday night they'll announce a match between Bray and LA Knight?
Yeah. That's what LA Knight does.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know, man. I don't want this to be Bray's first feud back, but I mean, if that's what it's gonna be, then that's what it's gonna be. LA Knight super charismatic.
Yeah.
But he's gonna get squashed.
Yeah, he's gonna get fucked up. I agree.
In like a jobber's position. He's just getting off of this Maxim male model shit.
Yeah.
Now you're putting him versus Bray. Nobody wants to see Bray in anything competitive with this man.
No.
We want to see Bray kill and destroy right now. You know what I mean? Like, we want to see fucking destruction. So if he's gonna be in a drag him out match, it has to be versus a top tier guy who's respected amongst the masses. Is that LA Knight? Fuck no.
Not yet.
Now you're gonna squash this guy, and I don't know, man. I don't think it's the right move to do right now, but hey, it is what it is.
You think they will add that match though?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. I can see that.
Yeah, I think they're going to. Bro, I don't like the idea of these two feuding right now, and I think that really, I wish they weren't doing this stupid shit with The Miz, and I think The Miz would have been a good comeback feud for Bray. But I loved last week when like LA Knight smacked him twice. That was fucking good TV, man.
2 for 1.
Yeah, that was good. That I liked the way that they booked that whole situation.
Bray's face, oh my god.
Yep.
He looked like a madman.
Yep. I was a fan of that whole segment and stuff like that. So we'll see where it goes with that. They're saying that LA Knight is the front runner to win Money in the Bank next year. That's kind of crazy. I mean,
he's good on the mic, man.
He's really good on the mic. He kind of reminds me of Stone Cold a little bit, man. To be honest with you, when he talks.
Yeah. I love that.
I don't know why the fuck
doing that shit.
What's that?
I got my son doing that shit.
I feel you. I don't know.
I was like, let me talk to you.
I don't know why Vince brought him up as Max Dupree or whatever the fuck it was. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they got this guy who I think he was TNA champion, right? I'm pretty sure he was a TNA world champ. You
NXT?
know? Well, no, he was in NXT too, but before that, he was in Impact TNA, and like I think he was the world champ, man. Hold on, I'll tell you what his name was in Impact. Like I was a fan of his then, and let's see, and I thought he was pretty damn good. I think he won the title just for a little while. His name in Eli Drake.
Drake.
Yeah, he was Eli Drake in whatchamacallit.
Remember TNA. That? Was he in NWA as well.
Yep.
He was, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I remember him.
Yeah. I didn't know it was the same guy till a little bit later on. But let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I think he Yeah, I think he was the world champ or whatever.
And his girl was a boss too.
Yeah. Yep. So. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, like bringing him in as just basically a fucking mouthpiece for a jobber tag team. That was pretty much a waste, of a start for him. But it's all good, man. What about the other non? Oh yeah, Seth Rollins, Theory, Bobby Lashley. I'm gonna tell you my idea.
Oof.
I think you got to give Theory the title, man. Seriously, I think he wins it.
You fucking with Theory now?
I always don't start that. I always have been, but I think that they kind of are putting them on this mean streak, and I think that the way that it'll go down is kind of like how he tried to cash in. I think Bobby will do something big to Seth, and I think he'll kind of knock Bobby out of the ring and get the pin. That way, it's like, he didn't really beat Seth, and everybody will be like, oh, he didn't really pin him, whatever. But I think that's why they got the briefcase off of him, because they want him to be the United States champion. But I think they wanted to, play it out a little bit before they did it. I like the fact that they're making the U.S. title actually mean a little bit these days. They're trying, at least.
I can see Shelton Benjamin interrupting the match for Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
And restarting up the Hurt Business between the two of them.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like they're really doing a good job of the U.S. title on Raw, and they're not doing a good job of the Intercontinental title on SmackDown.
Yeah,
have you noticed that?
Yeah, for sure.
It's like they're just kind of letting it slip.
I don't know why Solo win that title yet.
Oh, I know. He should have. I totally agree with you. He should be the champ. Yeah.
You got to put gold on everybody in there.
Yep. Even they had the 24/7 championship. They should have put that on Sammy, because he's like the fucking like comedic part anyway, and now he's the 24/7 champ.
Nobody ever runs up on him.
Right, because he's got the bloodline around him.
Surrounded by bloodline. Nobody ever runs up on him.
It would have been perfect. Or if they did, they just get laid out like real quick by like Solo or somebody.
Every time he talks about how he's the longest rated 7 champion.
Yes. Yep. Nobody even challenges me anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
They know better, stuff like that. But I don't know. They threw it in the trash. I guess the title's gone, right?
I guess so. Who had Dana Brooke? I don't fucking know anymore.
Well, Nikki beat Dana Brooke for the title, and then when she was walking in the back, she was all like spazzing out and just threw it in the trash can and kept walking.
I haven't had it. Do that. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
They haven't had it on TV since, man. I think that's the end of it. Unless they have R-Truth show back up with it, But yeah, I don't know, man.
So Tozawa got out of the ninja gear.
What's that?
Tozawa got out of the ninja gear.
What's he? Oh yeah. Yep.
Took JBL's hat.
Oh yeah. Oh, because they were playing the cards the other night and all that. Yeah. What do you think of the women's? So who you think Bobby's going to win the U.S. title?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of the women's War Games match? Is it? I think it's the first women's War Games match ever. Is that right? No, maybe not. No, they had one in NXT.
In NXT.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen in that match?
I think.
And who is going to be the mystery partner? Who's going to be the 5th member for Bianca's team?
I don't know, and they're stacked already, bro. I see them win as is.
4 on 5. You see them winning, yeah. I feel you.
dude, if they have a ringer on deck too, it's over.
Yeah.
It's probably Becky, right?
I think it's Becky. A lot of people are saying it's Bianca. Some people are saying it's Beth Phoenix. What's that?
Bianca's already in it, I thought.
I mean, not Bianca. What's her name? The boss.
Sasha?
Yeah, Sasha. There you go.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
they do some shit like that, it's like there's no hope for this other squad, man.
Right. Yeah, I think it's Becky. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Becky though. And I think they did the whole Rhea beating Asuka and getting the advantage just to make it look bad for them, but
it don't though.
Nah,
You
it
only
doesn't.
have Rhea and Bailey.
Yeah, bro. Mia Yim, like she's been looking pretty good on these events, man.
Yeah, she's stacked, man.
Yeah, she's all right.
Woman.
Yeah, she's pretty good, man. But yeah, I think the faces will win that match. And then the main event, like I'm so torn about this match, bro, because there's a reason I like this match. There's a reason I don't like this. I love the War Games concept. All right. And in all honesty, all right, you have the bloodline on one side. And then you have the other side, and you have Ridge Holland and Butch on that team. And either one of them could get beat and nobody would care. And if it is the one person that quits rule, then it should go down that one of them lose because they're not really losing anything if that happens.
That's right.
But Nico, this is what I'm pitching to you. I still think that Sheamus and Drew McIntyre and those guys win. And I'm going to tell you why. I think that either Jay is going to end up costing them the match, or Sammy is going to end up costing them the match. And the way that Sammy can end up costing them the match is very easy, because I'm pretty sure it's still the same way where it's one person either quits or whatever, submission, surrender, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You get a position where like they have Roman in like a real bad position and Sammy just says, all right, we surrender, we're done. And then it's like, he like fucking, you know what I mean? He wanted to protect the tribal chief.
Never.
Bro, I mean,
that's
how you book your way out of this thing, man, because you can't always, Roman has nothing to lose if his team loses.
Yeah, I understand, but it's not gonna be from Sammy quitting. You
don't think so?
I like Sammy or Jay to take the loss.
Right, it's got to be one or the other.
I like one of them to take the loss, and we'll see where this goes with the storyline. Because they're not losing anything, they're not losing any titles, so it doesn't mean shit. I'd like to see where that goes for the storyline, or Sammy winning the event. That would be good too.
That would be good too. Like he helps them win or whatever. Like
if he wins the event by taking out Kevin Owens, it's gonna do a lot for the storyline. Or if Kevin Owens win, it's gonna do a lot for the storyline.
I agree, but like I don't know. I get the feeling that something's gonna happen. And something's going to happen where either him or Jay, like I said, cost them the match. But I don't know why. I just could see Sammy like being upset that somebody's like hurting Roman and being like, we're done. That's it. And like, because he doesn't want Roman to get hurt, man. Seriously. And that almost makes him and Roman closer. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want anything to happen to you. You know, Roman could even get mad at first. I don't know. Or if Jay fucks it up, then it looks real bad for him. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think that the faces are going to win this thing. I think they kind of have to.
Or like I'm also looking for a moment where Jay and Sammy like finally click too.
Oh yeah,
like that hug it out moment.
Yeah,
they got a lot of ways they could go with this shit, man. They do. Yeah.
That's true.
Like if Jay fucks around and sacrifices himself for Sammy in some way, That would be so dope.
That would be. That would be, man. So I listen to Jim Cornette's podcast quite a bit. Do you listen to it at all?
No.
Okay. Well, so Jim Cornette used to run Ring of Honor when Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens, and Sammy was there as El Generico. And apparently Jim Cornette just was not a fan of either of those guys. He said that he loved Sammy, thought that he was an amazing talent, and like the way that he took heat as a face was like amazing, but like how he'd bump his ass off and stuff. But he didn't like the El Generico gimmick and thought that Sammy had more to offer than just being a masked mute because, he didn't talk at all.
Yeah.
And he just said he didn't really like Kevin Owens' attitude, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So like for years, it's kind of been known that Jim Cornette and those guys don't get along. Well, Jim Cornette has been like saying lately, he's like, look, this is what I wanted Sammy to do all along. I wanted him to talk. I think he's an entertaining guy. This is the best thing that he's ever done. And he's my favorite character on TV at the moment.
Yeah.
So they put out an article about it. One of these companies wrote an article about it. And, the headline was Jim Cornette says Sami Zayn is his favorite character on TV. Well, Sami Zayn gets a screenshot of it and posts it on Twitter. And he goes, my dog, ... like, two guys that had beef for years. You know what I mean? I thought that was kind of cool that that happened like that, man. Just shows he kind of has a sense of humor.
When he got everybody in the fucking Bloodline to break character on live television, it's like, he's the man. Know.
Oh, he is.
Following night, a whole crowd chanting Usi because of this man.
So, I'm going to tell you something that I read about and found out about. In like the Samoan culture, Polynesian culture, whatever, Usi is a slang word, and you know what it means?
What?
Pussy. He was literally saying the word pussy on TV.
But if Jay Uso has been like Usi Juice on fucking Instagram forever.
Has he? Oh, I see. I didn't even know
Usi
that.
Juicy or something like that on Instagram forever. Nobody's ever been saying that shit, even though that's been his ad handle.
There you go, man.
Crazy, bro.
That's why. Yeah. Just so I thought that was kind of funny when I was reading about that too. But yeah, man. So I think it'll be a good pay-per-view. So are you taking the heels or are you taking the faces in that main event?
I'm rocking with the Bloodline.
Yeah. It's kind of man. It's kind of tough. And I'm just waiting for them to really push Solo also, by the way. I think that he's got a lot to offer. I think he's really good. He kind of reminds me of Haku, the way he is more of like a stand-up fighter. You know what I mean? He does a little bit of flying stuff, but he's more like strikes and kicks and all that kind of stuff. I like him, man. I think he could be a breakout star real soon. But, besides that, have you been watching the Tales from the Territory on Vice TV?
Nah, not at all.
You should watch it, man. It's pretty good. They've done stuff about like the wrestling from Memphis, Stampede, wrestling from Florida, all kinds of stuff. It's cool. They get like 4 or 5 like old school wrestlers that like competed, and they have like a round table discussion and show like old clips and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's on Vice TV. The Rock is the producer. It's good. You should watch it sometime, man. It's pretty much made by the same people that made Dark Side of the Ring. You watched some of those, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So, bro, the best one was called Cocaine and Cowboy Boots. It was the one about Herb Abrams. That was the best fucking episode, bro. It was so good. The dude was like a fashionista from New York who just decided he was starting a wrestling company out of the blue. But yeah, you should watch that one. But yeah. Anything else going on with you, Nico?
Nah, man. I was watching a documentary on Lyoto Machida. Just like so crazy how parallel our lives are. If you watch that shit, you're definitely gonna be like fucking like, oh shit. From his like his father student and trained up in traditional martial arts to wanting to branch out into MMA, and his father being against it at first. And then father finally gives into it. He introduces him to a promoter that he's known this whole entire time. And then Lyoto takes it up, and he wants to abandon his point fighting style, and he relies on his wrestling at first before he way and goes back into his point fighting style. It's fucking crazy. It's so
I'll
good.
check it out. What
it's really good.
Do you know where I can watch it?
I watched it on YouTube. I watched it right on. Shoot you the link. But the first,
all right.
I'm like, this is my life story. Like, this is so insane.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
I have to check that out, man. Definitely. That's what's up, man. Hey, so when is your next fight? That's in January?
February 18th.
February 18th. All right. We're gonna be looking forward to that, man. And we'll have to show a clip from your last fight next week. We'll
man, this new dude's been talking shit too.
Has he?
Said, lay me down.
Yeah,
we'll see about that.
170 also?
Yeah, 170 for this one.
That's what's up, bro. Can't wait for that. All right, bro. Well, look, we're gonna cut out on this thing, and hopefully next week when we come back, should be Tuesday night, and we'll have Ben with us. But Nico, you want to take it to the building for us?
It's season 2, baby. There's no need to adjust your screen. It's not Bruce Buffer, but you've been here live with TFG. Thank you for joining us. We'll holler at you guys next week. Peace.